Hey, YouTube world. It's Kirkpatrick. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, geez, I'm got me a little celebratory cigar here tonight because I got a call from the sheriff today, thanking me for something that happened over the weekend. So, yeah, I'll put that thing down. Boy, them things sure are nice. Uh, Saturday, took Mama to the grocery store. She rode with me. I went in there and got a couple things. Come back out. Drove by this little strip mall here in town. I think it's got about two stores that's closed in it. But other than that, it's still got 5 or 6 viable businesses there. And people, you know how they set up yard sales, in front of these businesses on these strip malls. Well, there was this yard sale set up. Had a big old canopy tent sitting up there. He said People's Mortuary or something. And I'm like, oh, that's one of them funeral tents. That place is out of business. Kind of caught my eye though. And I looked over there at what the guy was selling as I drove by. He had all kind of stuff. Power tools, drills, saws, skill saws, table saws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, tree trimmers, chainsaws, push lawnmowers, and a big lawnmower. I noticed his girlfriend or wife, whatever, she was unloading batteries on fuel tanks out of the back of his Saturn station wagon. So I drove on home, let Mama out, told her I wanted to go back up there and look at something. You know how mamas are. Don't buy nothing if you don't need it. I said, I'm just going to look, Mama. Something ain't right. Carry your pistol. She knows I got it, Mama. Don't worry. So me and Spud rode back up there, got out. Kind of noticed the situation there. This old Saturn station wagon beat up. And a big old heavy woman unloading batteries and putting them, all marine batteries, putting them on this pallet out there. So sign said $50. And I looked at that Saturn wagon and said, boy, that thing beat all to hell. Like on the right rear quarter panel, it had 2 bullet holes in it. Then I looked over and I seen another little Toyota Corolla backed up there with the hatch open. And the back bumper was going off of it. It was a mess. I said, boy, these folks in some hard times here. Kind of walked around a little bit, and Spud was barking. Had to go over and calm him down a minute. Spud knows when he sees somebody that ain't right. Dogs know that. They have that instinct about them. Anyway. So I got him calmed down enough to let him know I got this. You just watch. So I went over, picked up a drill, looked at it. Nice DeWalt drill. And then there was a Milwaukee table saw. Not table saw, a skill saw thing. I said, boy, you sure got a lot of stuff here. I said, how come you selling all this? He said, to raise my rent. we got to get out. So we need some deposit money. Yeah, we will. Yeah. I said, oh, okay. And I said, well, maybe I can help you out a little bit. He said, boy, I sure appreciate it if you could, mister. So I got to sitting there and I got to pondering on that for a minute. And I said, well, wait a minute. This guy said he's a renter. And by looking at his cars, Ain't neither one of them worth more together, worth all the money sitting out here in front of me. Riding lawnmower, 2 push lawnmowers, 3 leaf blowers, 2 weed whackers, 1 pole saw, and 2 chainsaws, and oh no, something ain't right here. A renter don't have that kind of tools. The homeowner does. Homeowner's got a leaf blower, a weed whacker, and I know there's some renters out there say, "Oh, I got that stuff," but on the average, you less than 1%. I'll tell you that. On the average, renters don't have that kind of stuff. They may have a push lawnmower, but they ain't got all that other junk goes with it. So a little light went off in the back of my head. And I said, "Well, buddy," I said, I looked over at one of them weed whackers, and most of this stuff looked almost new. And I said, I probably want to get one of them weed whackers from you, and maybe a couple of them marine batteries from a cabin place in case I need some extra power. I said, "Them fuel tanks right there." He said, "Yeah, they come out of boats. People trade in boats, and I get the fuel tanks out of them." I said, "No." I'm thinking to myself, this all just ain't G-hauling real good. So I said, "Well, I looked at my watch. I don't have my watch on tonight, but there's my watch. I love my watch. Yeah." I looked at my watch. I said, "Oh, I got to call my mama. I have to call her every day, every weekend at this time. So I'll be right back." Okay. So I went back to the truck, got on the phone, called my sheriff's buddy. "Hey man, something ain't right here." "You own it again, ain't you?" I said, "Yeah, I'm telling you." "But I ain't involved this time. I'm just telling you. There's a dude over here in front of the old crab pack or whatever they call it, damn place that went out of business." I said, "He's got a big old tent set up, and the 2 cars he's driving ain't worth $1,000, and he got about $8,000-9,000 worth of equipment out here he's trying to sell." And it's all yard equipment. He says he's a renter. There's boats, motor fuel tanks, and a bunch of marine batteries. He said, "We've had a rash of stuff on the lake there. People getting their batteries stolen out of their boats and their fuel tanks. So I'll send a deputy over there. Can you wait on him?" I said, "Yeah, I'll wait on him." I said, "But I don't want to be given away, you know." "Oh no, I'm sitting in Williamson. He knows you, you know him. And then just play citizen." I said, "Yeah, I got it. I'll play citizen." So I sat in the truck another minute or two, and puffed on a cigar or whatever. Got back out, went over there. I said, "All right, buddy." I said, that weed whacker thing you got right there made by steel." I said, "How much you want for it?" He said, $95. I said, "I don't know about that." I said, "Well, before we talk any further, crank it up." He got like, wouldn't crank up. He said, "It's out of fuel." I said, "Oh." So I got to look in there and said, "Hey, this blower right here's got fuel in it." He said, "Yeah, it does." I said, "I got a cup in the truck. We'll pour that out the blower, and then we'll pour it the chainsaw. I mean, in the weed whacker." Yeah. So I got the cup, just taking my time. As we was pouring the fuel into the cup out of the leaf blower, the deputy arrived. Got that done. He got out. Come over and said, "Hey guys, what's going on?" And I said, "Fixing to buy this here weed whacker from this feller if I can get it to run." Of course, we knew each other. We just playing dumb. He said, "Yeah, really?" So I've been needing me some batteries. I'm gonna go look at these batteries while y'all do that. I said, "All right." So we took the cup and we poured it into the weed whacker. Finally, that sucker fired up. I said, oh, heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. He said, oh. He said, all right, is it worth $95? I said, well, I wasn't quite thinking $95. But you're going to sell it to me, right? Well, I mean, I need $95. I said, well, what if I gave you $55? Nah, I don't know. Well, I said, what if I gave you $55 for that and $20 for one of them batteries over there? And that added up to $75. That's what I got. I said, all right, you got a deal. All right. Get the weed whacker, get the battery, load it in the back of my Jeep pickup. And then the deputy says, oh, can I look at that weed whacker for just a minute? I said, yeah. So looked at it, flipped it over. It's a Stihl, Still weed whacker. They got serial numbers on it. So he called that serial number in. Guy didn't know what we was doing. He was over there rearranging things. He was just happy as crap. He's already starting to jerk. I think he's in on meth or something. And boom, come back. Yep, that's the serial number on one stolen weed whacker in the county just north of me. See, most people get this stuff stolen, then they call the police, but then they go find their owner's manuals and stuff. And there's the serial numbers. So they plug it in the database. Whether somebody ever calls for that serial number or not, it's few and far between, but yep. I said, that ain't right here. Called the serial number in. Luckily, the Putnam in the county up above us had his serial number, and boom, got him. So, old Williams turned around and said, what about them lawnmowers over there? Can I look at them? And the guy said, yeah. The guy started getting nervous, I could tell. He'd already winked at his wife. She was starting to load up them batteries, put them back in that dang old beat up Saturn station wagon. So I knew, yep, they know they done got head. So he looked at the riding lawnmower, called it in, and boom, it was stolen. Same county, just north of us. So I told the fellow, he said, I need you to turn around a minute, place your hands behind your back. I'm arresting you for possession of stolen merchandise. He did, and he got a woman over there and says, I'm doing the same thing to you. You know, read them their rights and everything, sit them both in the patrol car. And I said, Williams? I said, yeah. I said, you fixing to haul these two folks to jail, ain't you? I said, yeah. I said, what the hell happens to all this crap sitting out here? Well, I ain't thought about that. I said, does it get stolen again? Oh, I guess I need to get the property unit out here. I said, well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I said, I'll stay right here. You get the property unit, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they need to come out here and gather up all this evidence, this tent, and probably tote these two cars off. There's probably enough crap in them two cars to get them on drug possession. Because they both was twerking. They was needing another hit. Anyhow, sometimes people don't think it through. But he was glad he got his catch. Busted up that ring. Yep, they'd been doing it for a while. Been going on about 8 months. So that stopped that, we hope. Anyhow, folks, when you're out there in this world, look and observe. And sometimes first impressions are really first impressions. Don't take nothing for granted nowadays. I think my daddy told me, he said, believe half what you hear, quarter what you see, and 3/10 of what you smell. Well, I smelled a rat that day. And, yeah. A renter don't have that kind of equipment. When the equipment's worth more than the rides they're riding in, yeah, something ain't right. Anyhow, I got the call today. Sheriff called me up, said, yeah, we got them. Their fingerprints is all over this and that. And they went ahead and admitted to some stuff, and they won't admit to some others, and they says some others involved, but they won't give them up. He said she's probably looking at 5 years as accomplice, and he's probably looking at 10 to 12. And I said, well, I don't know if time is the answer. I mean, these folks just turn the corner for 1 second and do right. He said, yeah, but they won't, Ed. They just won't do it. I said, I know. Even after 10 years in prison, that son of a gun probably gonna come out and start stealing again, ain't he? He said, yeah, he probably will. And she'll be stealing from every place she goes to. We already had her in the system as a shoplifter. Walmart and city north of me and my city, they both banned her, trespassed her. And I said, oh, geez. She said, this is about a 3rd husband she's on, too. So, well, I tell you what, she pick up a damn battery and put it back down. I seen her do it. Yeah, dude. All right, gang. Just another story. True life sometimes gives you the best story, don't it? Y'all take care. Enjoyed it. If there's any moral from the story, I guess it's just keep your eyes open. Especially nowadays. Dang. This kind of stuff, we nipping it in the bud, Barney Fife would say, but it's one case at a time. Yep. Anyhow, thanks. God bless you. Walk with Jesus. Ed Kirkpatrick. Adios.